when you're on the internet, there are some things you just don't do.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
So-called unwritten rules of the World Wide Web, which include very basic stuff like don't use your real name on social media, never go on Twitter, don't post pictures of your feet, don't look up what sounding is. But probably the most important of them all is don't mess with 4chan. Because you see, dealing with 4chan is a lot like dealing with a narcissist. You can try to mess with them, but just know, it will not end well for you. No matter how far you're willing to go, they will go further. And all the various raids and trolling campaigns over the last 20 years should have made that very clear. Or so you'd think.
New break in a case involving a massive invasion of privacy for some big stars, including Jennifer Lawrence and Kate Upton. Hackers broke into their accounts, stole nude pictures, and then leaked them onto the internet. Now the FBI's on the job, whether they catch the bad guys or not.
On the 31st of August 2014, private pictures of more than 100 celebrities get published on the internet, resulting in the biggest nude picture leak involving celebrities to date. Who is the culprit? 4chan. Or to be more specific, some members of a dark web group who had hacked into the iCloud accounts of countless celebrities and over the years had managed to create a massive collection of their nudes, which ultimately then found its way on B in 2014. Of course, this resulted in a massive scandal with worldwide outrage and wide-reaching implications for many involved. Apple came under scrutiny, dudes got arrested by the FBI, 4chan finally adopted DMCA, and angry fans frantically wagged their fingers in disgust while looking for the source on the Reddit. All in all, quite an interesting story which I don't give a fuck about because I'm going to be talking about something else. And that is what happens after. The date is now September 20th, and Emma Watson is holding a speech about gender equality at the United Nations. However, while this is going on, something appears on the internet. A website called Emma You're Next with a timer counting down, accompanied by a 4chan logo. What does it mean? Well, apparently 4chan also had gotten a hold on some pics of Emma Watson, and once this timer hit 0, they would get released as well. Of course, the reaction to this was not great. The story immediately got picked up by the news and spread like wildfire. People on social media also finally had enough of 4chan stunts and were demanding for the site to be shut down once and for all. However, here's the thing. 4chan had nothing to do with this. None of the people on the site had any idea about what was going on. This time, they were actually innocent. But if they're innocent, then who's behind this? Some started digging right away and quickly found out that the site's creators had forgotten to turn off the site's Apache server status, which revealed that it was being hosted on the same server as another website called Rantic.com. What's Rantic.com? Well, we would soon find out, because when the timer on Emma You're Next finally hit 0, the website automatically redirected you to Rantic.com, which looked like this. Wait, what? Huh? Shut down 4chan? 48 million visitors? Oh, Barbe! What is going on here?
What the hell is happening?
Well, it's quite simple really. The entire thing was fake. There never were any nudes to begin with. It was all just a marketing ploy for Rantic.com, which turned out to be a marketing company selling people fake engagement on social media. So not only did these people create a fake scandal to promote their shit website, they also pinned the blame on 4chan and were trying to get people to shut down the site. They even wrote a letter to Obama to inform him of how much of a threat 4chan is. I know, the entire thing is very stupid, but it doesn't really matter. Rantic got the attention they wanted while making 4chan look like the villains. Which, as you can imagine, did not go over well with the people over on B.
Alright B, Rantic has fucked with everyone thinking their guerrilla marketing tactics work and that they'll get 4chan shut down forever. In my time on this site I've laughed, I've cried, and I've found hope in the new generation of internet that has arisen here. Hope that people won't take shit from the majorities. Hope that the internet still holds value and meaning. Hope that I can become part of something bigger than B, 4chan and even the internet. This is it. Time to make these guys pay for their bullshit marketing tactics. These guys can fuck themselves. I'm not going to idly sit by while I lose the last bastion of internet freedom to Rantic. Let the games
begin.
Shortly after this, someone hacked into the Rantic website and found out something interesting. The server they had used for their website was not only connected to Emma You're Next, but a bunch of other websites as well. As it turns out, Rantic was just the latest rebranding of Social Vivo. What is that, you might ask? Well, Social Vivo, which later got renamed to Swansea, used to be a social media marketing firm which rose to notoriety through various fake pranks and publicity stunts like faking leaks of GTA 5, faking a NASA announcement during the government shutdown, or faking an announcement about Family Guy while pretending to be Fox. They once even bombarded the Daily Dot's Twitter account with fake followers in an effort to get them banned off the app because they wouldn't stop exposing their pranks. So, as you can see, these people are just a bunch of idiots who like messing with others and are now trying to do the same with 4chan, which probably was not a great idea because the website now looked like this. They had locked Rantic out of their own website and completely defaced it, which Rantic couldn't do anything against except, well, complain on Twitter.
4chan started attacking Rantic employees, going as far as trespassing on their private properties.
What?
Authorities are notified.
What the hell are you talking about?
However, things do not end here, because as it turns out, Rantic also owned a news website called FoxWeekly.com, which coincidentally was also the first outlet to report on the Emma Watson story. Now, this website claimed to be a serious news outlet, but in reality, it was just a website that stole and reposted articles from the BBC, New York Times and others. Of course, this website was defaced as well.
Introducing 4chan's newest meme, wrinkle face, wrinkle off the guy peed my pants, by literally peed my fucking pants. I mean, it's a little spot, not like it ruined my chair or anything.
And while this was going on, the campaign against 4chan also started to backfire a little bit. The jig was up and the angry mob on Twitter was now attacking them instead.
Move this man!
And so, with one failed marketing stunt and 2 lost websites later, the only thing they could do now was to apologize.
We would like to apologize. We do not want 4chan down, nor do we want censorship. 4chan has united the internet and is our family. Hashtag keep 4chan.
Shortly after, their Twitter account was suspended as well. Over the last 20 years, the issue of abortion rights has become an increasingly important discussion in American politics. And over those last 20 years, pro-life activists have participated in various campaigns to spread their love of life, with activities such as marching and demonstrations, handing out leaflets, or stalking. But they just love life, you see. In fact, they love life so much that they can't stop throwing Molotov cocktails at various clinics around the nation. However, in 2014, one grassroots campaign called 50 Million Names decided to do something different. What was their idea? Naming the unborn. Their plan was to give names to all of the 50 million Americans who never got past the character creation screen. How were they gonna do it? Well, it was quite simple actually. All you needed to do was to log into the website and start giving out names. An automated Twitter bot would then take those names and post it on Twitter to celebrate. Wait a minute, why does this feel familiar? Must be imagining it. Anyways, now you'd probably think that an event like this wouldn't go under 4chan's radar, as it sets the perfect conditions for a good old raid. But surprisingly, they didn't interfere. In fact, the whole event went swimmingly and turned into a great marketing campaign for the nah, I'm just kidding. Of course it got raided. 4chaners immediately started messing around with the website's automated bot and were making it post ridiculous names on Twitter, which included the usual 4chan classics as well as other really intuitive ones like Flappy Uterus, Hail Satan, Too Cool for Birth, Hugh Janus, or my personal favorite, Buttplug Jr. But funny names were not the only thing being posted by the bot. In fact, it seemed like it had zero restrictions on what you could post to it. Twitter handles, website links, images, videos, hardcore pornography, doesn't matter. Everything was allowed by the bot. I guess the people behind it just must have been playing stupidity on competitive mode while making it. However, what's even more fascinating is that 50 million names didn't do anything about it even after it started to escalate, because this situation went on for another 5 months until it got so bad on the 24th of September that they had to put a stop to it. They were now starting to mass delete their tweets and even change the bot to automatically replace swear words with question marks. So, problem finally solved, right?
A new baby has been named at American Air. I'm going to blow up a plane if I don't get $50,000 cash.
We take these threats very seriously. Please send us details via DM so we can follow up with corporate security.
The bot was shut down shortly after.